What's up, guys? This is my UFC Fight Night Singapore predictions video. This card actually doesn't look that bad, although it's getting almost no attention. There are some really fun fights in this card. Starting with the first fight on the main card, we have Turek Saffiedine versus Rafael dos Anjos. This is an interesting fight because this is RDA's first fight at welterweight, and he was the champion at lightweight. He's fighting Turek Saffiedine, who's more of a striker, but he's extremely technical. People actually say he's too technical to the point where he's not doing much, he's waiting too much, he's too calculated, and he doesn't risk it at all. He's a good kickboxer. His grappling's okay. It's not on the level of RDA, and RDA is vicious everywhere. He risks it a lot. He hits really hard. He's going to be fast for this division, although he's going to be a very small fighter compared to these welterweights, standing at, what, 5'9"? But RDA is really good at getting takedowns and mixing up his striking and his grappling. He's really good at landing shots and then faking them and change levels and go for a double leg or push him against the cage. His kicks are really powerful. He has knockout power. Even in this division, he's going to be more full. He's not going to cut as much weight because I've heard that he had to cut a lot of weight to get to lightweight. So I believe he might even hit even harder in this division. So in this fight, I'm going to go with RDA, and I'm going to go by a decision or a late stoppage. I think it's going to be due to his speed advantage, but I don't think this is an easy fight for RDA. I think Turek Saffiedine is one of those fighters who can make the best fighters look more mediocre. He slows the fight down. In the striking, I think RDA is going to have a bit hard time getting in the distance to land shots, but I believe he eventually will, and I think he could take Turek down and work from there, push him against the cage and make it a dirty fight, and land a lot of leg kicks too. Then we go to Dong-Hyun Kim versus Colby Covington. This might be the fight of the night. Dong-Hyun Kim, who is a judo fighter, but he's been working on his striking a lot. He's pretty good with his spinning techniques. He's a bit wild at times, but he's very big for the division. Standing at 6'2", and a 76-inch reach, 42-inch leg reach. He has deceptive knockout power. People sleep on his striking, and he just catches opponents with spinning back elbows, overhand lefts, jumping front kicks, and he's a southpaw, and he has excellent takedown defense using his judo, especially in the clinch. Colby is a wrestler with some good boxing, and he's very athletic. He has some good head kicks as well, but he tends to go the boxing wrestling route, and he's really heavy with his wrestling, very aggressive with it. His boxing is also very aggressive, but he likes to throw hooks a lot. So in this fight, I'm going to go with Dong-Hyun Kim, and I'm going to go by a second round knockout or a submission. I think Colby's going to try to strike with Kim, but I think he's going to get tagged. I think the unpredictability of Kim and the forward approach of Colby is going to get him in trouble, especially from overhand lefts. And if Colby tries to close the distance and grab onto Kim, I think he's going to have a very hard time taking him down. And I think Kim can actually take Colby down and work from there, and I think Colby might get a little bit uncomfortable on the ground. Then we go to the co-main event, Andrei Arlovski versus Marcin Tabora. This is such an unpredictable fight, especially when you have Andrei Arlovski, who is on the later end of his career. Andrei's he's had some tough times these days, so his ability to take shots has decreased even more. I mean, he still hits really hard and he's very fast with his hands, but he's fighting Marcin Tabora, who's more of a younger fighter, has not taken as much damage as Arlovski did by a long shot. He hits really hard and he's really pressuring. He's really aggressive too, and Arlovski might have a tough time in this fight, especially if he gets caught. Even one shot from Tabora might end this fight, or might cause the finish. And also, Tabora is deceptively quick for a heavyweight. He's really flexible as well. He throws a really, really sneaky left high kick. He's good with combinations and setting them up too, so it's going to be a tough fight for Andrei, and I'm actually going to go with Marcin Tabora here, and I'm going to go by a first round knockout. I think the aggressiveness and also the quickness with his hands and his combinations is going to give Arlovski a bit of trouble here. If Arlovski loses in this fight, I think it's time to call it quits. Then we go to the main event, Holly Holm versus Bethe Correia. Let's be honest here. Why is this fight happening? This fight is to get Holly Holm back on track, because stylistically, Holly Holm should win this fight easily. It shouldn't even be that much of a contest. You have Holly Holm, who's an elite striker, has really good kicks. Her boxing's excellent. Her high kicks, especially her left high kick and right question mark kick, are excellent. She has good side kicks to the body. Her straight left is one of her best shots. Her jab is excellent. Everything she throws is actually really good. Her grappling is not there yet, but I don't think she has to worry about getting put on her back. What she might have to worry about, if anything, is Correia grabbing underhooks, get her in a clinch, and push her up against the cage in dirty boxing. That is the only thing she has to worry about, I believe. Other than the general worries of getting caught or this and that. And then you have Bethe Correia, who's a brawler, no footwork, marches forward, and has no real great striking offense. She has a short reach. She telegraphs her punches. I mean, there's no better fight for Holly Holm than this one. So there's no real reason Holly Holm should lose this fight, unless she doesn't have the confidence. So in this fight, I'm going to go with Holly Holm. I'm going to go by a first or second round knockout. If it goes the way I think it's going to go, I think it's going to be a very, very dominant performance. I think Bethe is going to run into Holly. I think Holly's going to counter her. I think Holly's going to land kicks. And I think she's going to finish it off with either a combination with the hands or a head kick. Possibly a body kick. That's how I see this fight going. I don't see Bethe able to cut Holly off. I think Holly's footwork is going to be there. If Holly loses, it might be done for her. Because if she can't beat Bethe Correia, what is there left for her? But I don't see Holly losing this fight. I really don't. So those are my predictions, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe. My next video, I'm going to make a breakdown video on one of the fights in this card. So be on the lookout for that. And comment below what your guys' predictions are. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And why? What fights are you looking forward to? And if you guys have Fight Pass, make sure to watch the fights because I think they're going to be pretty good. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.